last year, for every 1,000 people who applied for a registration plate for a car they intended to buy, for every 1,000 who applied, how many do you think actually got one?
500.
200.
600.
300.
3.
What? 3 people?
Three
For
as in
every
three?
1,000 people who applied, only 3 actually got a registration plate, were allowed to buy a car.
This is good conversation, this whole issue, actually,
Yeah.
and really interesting. Would you like to guess what was the best-selling car in China in 2017?
Well, Volkswagen have been there forever, haven't they? So I'm going to say the Passat.
I'm going to say it's a mid-size Hyundai of some sort, sort of boxy thing.
And you're both wrong. It's the Wuling Honglang.
What, that?
Yep, there it is.
That's
fella.
the best-selling
And
car in China?
They sold 500,000 of them in China in 2017.
Really?
Half a million?
500,000 of those were sold, yeah.
They sold 500,000...
Wuling Honglang.
Those? That's more than the Ford Focus.
Yeah, and don't forget the Ford Focus is sold globally. That's just sold in China.
The Chinese car that caught my eye, I must say, was the best-tuned T77. Familiar with it?
Oh, the best cheetah?
No, never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a picture of it here. It looks a bit like the Lamborghini from last week, the Urus, but it's much smaller, 1.2-litre engine SUV, all quite normal. Except it comes with something called a dashboard assistant, which is a little holographic figure that pops up and then you talk to it and it helps you set the sat-nav and make phone calls and so on.
Very high-tech.
Yeah. Except the little holographic figure is of a Japanese schoolgirl. And then you can choose what colour miniskirt you'd like her to wear. There's a picture, I'm not making it up, there's a picture here.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not either, but here's the thing, James. The Chinese don't care what we think, anybody, because they look at us like we look at cows. We're just big, daft things standing around. Only instead of milk, we give them luggage and watches. That's actually the end of Conversation Street. It's not the end, however, of the Chinese stuff, because we had a call the other day from a Chinese car manufacturer called NIO, and they said, we have built a blisteringly fast, all-electric supercar, and would one of you like to try it out?
Yeah, now, after his escapade going up a Swiss hill in a blisteringly fast all-electric supercar, Richard Hammond said that he really didn't think he was the man for the job. However, it turned out that the car was only available for one day, and unfortunately on that day I had the boiler man coming round.
Yep. And I had a dental appointment.
Dentist.
Dental appointment, yeah.
Yep, so guess what?